Hello everyone, it's your sister Roland, and all I need is a few minutes to talk about this bill that passed the Florida Senate and will be making its way to the governor's desk, Governor DeSantis, to be signed into law. So this bill passed Tuesday, and its actual name is called Parental Rights in Education. As you see here, you go to the floridasenate.gov, and then you would look up the name, CS/CS/HB 1557 Parental Rights in Education, or you could just look up Parental Rights in Education. The people who oppose this bill, they call it Don't Say Gay bill, but that's not the actual name. The actual name is called Parental Rights in Education. So it is a seven-page bill, and if you want, you can read it. But of course, they always give you a little summary, and we're going to read the summary, and we're going to see exactly why they call it Don't Say Gay bill. First of all, when I first heard about it, I didn't hear that it was called Parental Rights in Education. I heard the Don't Say Gay bill. So when I first heard it, I thought they probably going to ban people from calling somebody gay or something like that. That's what I thought, until I actually went to do my research, because you just can't go on stuff that you see people pushing because you don't know why they're pushing. Because many things that are circulating that people are regurgitating is because they heard it from somebody that heard it from somebody that heard it from somebody that couldn't read. And you have to read this to understand what's going on. So let's look into this bill. We're gonna blow it up. We're gonna zoom in. And it says, Parental Rights in Education requires district school boards to adopt procedures that comport with certain provisions of law for notifying students parent of specified information, requires such procedures to reinforce fundamental right of parents to make decisions regarding upbringing and control of their children. Of course, that's the parents' right. Where am I? Bringing up children. I say prohibits school district from adopting procedures or student support forms that prohibit school district personnel from notifying parent about specified information, or that encourage student to withhold from parent such information. I did see a parent. It was on a Instagram page. It goes by the name Corey Yeshua, where this parent was testifying in front of a school board that something in that manner happened, where they told the child that it's up to them if they wanted to tell their parent. It was something that happened. So it was up to them, that they get to decide if they want. If they don't have to tell their parents if they didn't want to. And the parents testifying on when that happened, how it made the child at odds with the parents. So this has been happening a lot. That's why this bill came about, and that's why a lot of people voted for it, so it can be passed, because many school districts was overstepping their boundaries. They were. So let's continue. To withhold parents such information prohibits school district personnel from discouraging or prohibiting parental notification and involvement in critical decision affecting students' mental, emotional, or physical well-being. It prohibits classroom discussion about sexual orientation or gender identity. So that is why they say Don't Say Gay bill. That's where it came from. It prohibits classroom discussion about sexual orientation or gender identity in certain grade level. So it is going to prohibit a teacher from talking about sexual orientation or gender identity, because in reality that is not the teacher's job. That is a parent's job. That is a parent's job to talk about things like that. Because a child, certain kids, they go through certain phases. Some of them get out of it, some of them don't. when a young boy want to play with dolls, or a little girl, she want to play with cars that we associate with different genders. And then, sometimes they get out of that phase, sometimes they don't. But if that child is in that phase, and the child is most likely going to get out of that phase, but when she hear her teacher say, oh, if the child hear the teacher say, oh, if you like dolls, if you like to play dress up, you may be a girl, you just was born in the wrong body. How is that your job? That's not your job as a teacher, as a school district, to even put that in the lesson plan. You are supposed to be teaching reading, math, because at certain grade levels, reading, math, spelling, uh, um, language arts, that is what you're supposed to be teaching. You're not supposed to be teaching uh, children about things like that. That's the parent's job, because each parent has their different foundations. Because one parent may think that, hey, if you feel like you want to do girly stuff and then you're a boy, you might be a girl. But some parents may see that, hey, it's probably a phase that you're going through. And then of course, you explain to the child however the parent is going to explain to the child. But that is, at the end of the day, the parent's job to do that. It's different if, the parent comes to the teacher and say, my son or my daughter, they've been asking me different questions. I don't know how to help them. I don't know what to say. Do you have any pointers? Do you have any techniques that I can use to talk to them? That's different, because the parent is reaching out. But you, as a teacher or a school district, because a lot of teachers, they do what the school district tell them to do, but sometimes, school district don't be in the class all the time. Some people have their agendas, some people have their intentions, and sometimes it's not good. So if the parent reach out to you, then you can, give them whatever tools or techniques that you may know, or if you research something, say, hey, you can use this. But it is the parent's job. So the don't say gay, I don't even know why they even put that in there. You're just not supposed to be teaching about those stuff to a person's child, because that is not your job. So that's the problem. Basically, this bill is trying to give parents their rights back, with where it may have been violated or taken away. Like people going behind the child did something, or something happened to them, or they engaging in certain activities, and then everybody in the school know. Because let me tell you something, them people in the school, they talk a lot. Some of them people, they talk a lot. Certain stuff you thinking you telling certain person in the school, and another teacher already know, and that teacher got a best friend, and she gonna tell her best friend, or he gonna tell his best friend, and then that person have another best friend. So most of the time, some things are not held confidential at all. So it's basically giving the parents right. It's their right in how they want to make decisions, in how they want to bring up their child. So talking about different sexual experiences and stuff like that, one parent or parents may think that, hey, you should be married when to engage in intercourse. Another parent may think that, hey, if you find somebody that you like or love, you just do it safely. But that's the parent's job, to teach their child how they want to teach their child, not the school district, because it's the school district that really overstep their boundaries. And then this bill is just giving the parents back their right. You have to do certain stuff. These things you cannot use. The school district, the teachers, and the parents supposed to work together to make sure that this child grows up in a healthy way, is taught the things that they need to be taught, that the teacher's supposed to handle, and what the parent's supposed to handle. That's what they're supposed to do. Like, raise your child as a parent, so that the teacher can have a much easier job, and in teaching them what they need to teach. So it's not a don't say gay bill. don't say that's, it's just parental rights. Is is up to the parents for them to make the decisions and how they need to raise their child, to make decisions that's good for that child. Something happened to their children, they need to know. And as we know, whoever has the most influence on your child, that's who your child is going to listen to. So it's giving that parent, keep giving the parent, helping the parent keep their influence if they have influence. And we know some parents, yeah, they're not going to teach their child about these things, but it's still not the school district's job to do that. So if you want to read the whole bill, you would go click to where it says bill text PDF, and then you would click. There is a 7-page. Some things you have to read for yourself. Don't get caught up in emotion, how these people want to spin it. Now they put the LGBT community in it. That's not what this bill is about. That's not what it's about. It says certain grade levels, that's inappropriate. A kindergartner should not be, you should not be presenting these things to them. They shouldn't even know about heterosexual relationships yet. If the parents want to do that, that's up to the parent, but not the school. So anyway, that's all that I had to say. I really didn't want it to be too long, but obviously it went over. So that's the summarization of this bill. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.